What's up, Couch Crew? This is a special review. Today, we're reviewing the demo of a game on the horizon, Zone 6. Zone 6 is a text-based, choose-your-own-adventure game with a very charming art style, chill music, and gameplay very similar to that of Monster Prom. The creator of this mysterious adventure is Ulbers. And even if you don't recognize his name, you've almost definitely at least seen his other work, as he was the art director for Totally Accurate Battlegrounds, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, and Cluster Truck, and he was also the co-creator of Stick Fight and Rounds. All of these games are beloved for their imaginative creativity and boundless sense of humor, and Zone 6 brings all of that and more to the table. I know you won't be disappointed because I was so graciously given the opportunity to stream and showcase this game before the demo was released on Steam, and I had a ton of fun. You might be wondering how I, a speedrunner and an indie game enjoyer, got their hands on an early demo to review. But with a carefully worded email and some persuasion, please, I managed to get a copy of the dev build to review. Anyways, onto the game itself. This is just a demo, so it only covers the first act of your adventure, but let me tell you, it is a strong start. The titular Zone 6 is a futuristic, if somewhat dystopic, city of both magic and technology. Full of danger and mystery, it is still a lone harbor of civilization in a vast, unforgiving wasteland. Right from the jump, the game opens into a lively and chaotic scene where four figures battle monsters and machines while the ominous towers of the city loom over them. This is the character select screen, and it does a great job giving you a taste of the crazy world you are about to be thrust into. At this point, I was already having fun taking in all the little details and speculating about the world and characters. The artwork is just so charming and expressive that I was immediately drawn in. There are 4 characters to pick from, and it's totally up to the player how many they want in the run. Try to survive a single-player solo character run? Go up with your friends, each taking a character or 2. Or go full tactician and control all 4 characters by yourself. Whatever way you want to play, you can do it. Now before getting into the gameplay, I want to take a moment to share my impressions of each character. Rivet is a little technical nerd, fighting robots and repairing gadgets. Rave, the mysterious cool knight? Not really sure, but she is ready to throw some hands with a magical rapier. Frank, a dapper robot, either rushing to start his next con or fleeing from the last person he ripped off. And Maxie, a spunky, elderly lady wielding a spiked ball on a chain. I wouldn't want to mess with someone that cool. A tiny detail that I loved was the way each character gets a new expression on their face as you select them. But the most important thing to note is all these people have a debt to be paid, which is where the story begins. Regardless of how much your characters owe, it's time to pay the piper, and their only option to settle this debt is a dangerous expedition into the desolate, snowy wasteland beyond the city of Zone 6. You have just 7 days to prepare them for this journey. You'll have to choose where in the city to send your character, and there they will encounter events that will raise or lower their stats and resources, depending on your choices and the character's capabilities. But be careful, each character can only visit one location a day, and each location can only be visited by one character per day. Each individual character has a faction they belong to, and starts with different strengths and weaknesses in their stats. And these variations meant that even playing through the demo 3 times in a row to write this review, I never got bored. I was honestly really impressed with the number of different events I encountered and the very different outcomes the same event can have when playing a different character. It's never going to be the same game twice. I can only presume the replay value will get even higher with the full-length release, and the possible added chaos of a friend making choices you never would. Each area you visit treats you to some artwork depicting how the character interacts with that environment, and all of it is delightful. Everything feels lively, and you can gather a lot about the character's personalities based on how they react to each situation. Maxie is very cool and athletic, grinding down rails and has the sassiest sport outfit you've ever seen. Rave is always quick to draw her sword, ready to fight. Rivet is most of their element when you surround them with technology and fellow engineers, and you see how much of an adorkable nerd they can be. Frank comes off as quite the con bot, always looking to swindle someone out of some cash as fast as possible. After spending 7 days with these characters building, or ruining, their stats, it's time to set off into the wasteland. From here, the game will turn into a group adventure where everybody faces the same events together and has their stats affected by one another's choices. Unless you're playing as a solo character, in which case this part of the game definitely gets a bit trickier without any teammates to help you survive. Act 2 and beyond are not available in the demo, but I'm curious and excited for the full release to see how the story unfolds. Zone 6 is something I'm really looking forward to, and I think you should totally wishlist it on Steam. The demo should be out now as I'm recording this, and definitely encourage you to give it a try. The game is simple. and it's all text-based and decision-making, but it's definitely an interesting story. It has a lot of replayability, and that will have you going back for more, or wanting to drag your friends into it. And I absolutely expect the full release to offer even more zany twists and wacky adventures. From what I've seen so far, I'll rate this a solid 8.5 out of 10. Thanks for listening to me ramble about this demo, and a big shout out to Ulbers for giving me the opportunity to review his work early. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.